I just realized that I started that sentence with "I think," and I did not want to be thinking. Again, that is so difficult, and it's a practice. And if each time, I mean, we're all planning ahead all the time. We're all planning. Let me just think, oh, I know, yeah. I was just on the phone a few days ago with a very dear friend whose life is just in a state of turmoil, and I mean particular turmoil, big turmoil, with everything in the future seems, it's not clear. It's, not clear where they'll be living in a month or just basic things like that. And yet he's in a position where he has to be setting schedules for work, deciding on projects. I mean, living his life. There's a demand there. And then he's saying, I have no idea what I'll be doing in a month, never mind 6 months out. And I just said to him, there's no choice here, no choice, but to plan as if you will be there, as if those things will happen, set it all up in the best possible way, and then do your very best to live right in the moment. If you're not there to see a project through or to teach a class or whatever it may be, somebody else will do it or it won't happen. We never have control of the future. That's Maya that tells us that we're actually planning and we'll have control over how it will go. We never do. This is where it is so hard to live the truth that God is the doer. God actually really is the doer. But to remember that moment by moment is so challenging. The ego is so strong. And, I've had this happen in my own life several times, many times. Gosh, now that I just let that opening, I can think of 1,000, literally, times, or 200, that I could share right now in many ways. But just in a concrete way, I've had it happen where I've left a job, and I've had 4,000 people telling me, you can't go. It can't work without you. We'll never find a doctor like you. Crying, literally, I lived through this. Then I came back 3 months after I left, and I spent a couple of days in the office with my professional partners. And I saw a lot of my old patients coming through. Oh, Dr. Rubenstein, we love this new doctor that you hired. She's just great. And it was like, yeah, but don't you miss me a little? No, not even a little. I mean, they loved me, they cared about me. But it's interesting. I felt it in much more serious situations in my life where I've separated from a husband and it looked tragic. And I just couldn't fathom. And then some years later, they're remarried, they're happy, they have children. We never know. We delude ourselves by thinking we know. So the more we tell ourselves, I will do the best I can do right in every moment and do exactly what is being asked of me. And this is the practice. But then I'll let go of the outcome, not the energy that I bring to it, not the quality of the energy that I bring to it. I will be there as much as possible, 100%. And then, as Master said, what comes of itself, let it come. This is one of the main teachings in the Bhagavad Gita, Nishkam Karma. We don't know. We act and we give the fruits of the action to God, but the more highly evolved, the more living in God we can be, we understand that we're giving the very action back to God. It was always His. We feel God more and more acting through us. And that, whether whoever asked that question or not knew it, probably they did, but it's one of the most, it's of the most important teachings / learnings on the path. Everything is Maya. We're not doing anything. It's always God, because we are God. And the more we practice remembering that, the closer we get to that freedom of being able to live so fully in each moment, feeling God's love pouring first through us and then from us. Again, closer and closer to this remembering who we really are. And that's what that's about. So, part of me wants to say good luck.